like pussy, nigga. 09 and ecstasy, nigga. Fuck with me, dog. Pull up on the scene of some luxury, dog. That's me. And my Kobe, yeah. 24 and my clothes is rare. Iceberg, fuck the diamond, yeah. And that lake shit like Xavier. This that Juan Carlos and Javier. Raw coat, straight off the boat. I'm a fly nigga, took a wing off. Married to the game, took my ring off. That's me. We can have a bling off. Throw the auto-tune on, have a sing off. If the pussy ain't mine and I speed off, is I don't even fuck with hoes, rather beat off. No lotion, tips got the potion. Fuck the commotion, I'm out in the ocean. A nigga in motion, all this devotion. Got a nigga up in this bitch like he floating. Gold grill shining, check out my limb. On roll with the iron.
It's Monday, so that means three things. One, I'm not your MCM. Two, it's a Mamba Monday. And three, it's time for the 824 podcast. What's going on? I am your host, the Pope Chuck Paul. It's another Monday. It's the second to last show of the year. Next Monday will be my last show of the year, and it'll be my NBA preview. But let's get right into it. Of course, we were expecting the Ashanti versus Keyshia Cole versus, but it was canceled due to Ashanti having COVID. I read that she found out on Friday. Everyone else found out on Saturday. So I'm happy that she's still alive. She's doing well. She's not in any crazy pain like other folks may have been. But what also happened yesterday, Swizz and Timbaland announced E40 and Too Short will battle in the verses. Yes, the battle of the Bay. The legend E40 and the legend Too Short will go hit for hit in the verses, which would be pretty dope because I've always been into West Coast music, even E40 growing up and Too Short growing up. This is going to be a good one. You know, a lot of NYC love. NYC has been getting a lot of love in these verses. Atlanta's been getting a lot of love in these verses. So we're going to see what the Bay has to say. Also, of course, one of my fave shows, Power, is back on. A lot of dirty macking going on. I'm not going to get too much into it, but we go back into the crazy love triangle, you may call it, with the two teachers. Well, pretty much. The fellowship that Tariq's trying to get into so he can graduate early and get his money, he didn't make the finalists. So there was one other project in his class where they're going over the 48 laws of power, and each student has to use one of the 48 laws to get a secret from their partner. So the male teacher tried to bust in on the woman teacher at her crib. She had Zeke, the basketball player, at her crib. She was busting him down. So while he was in the shower, she opened the door. When he knocked, he seen the NBA game on. He seen some of the condoms that they were giving out in the school on her table. So he put two and two together and got 5. Yes, exactly. He got 5. Because he think that she's fucking Tyreek. Because he seen Tyreek talk to her after class. Dirty Mac and jealous ass nigga. So what does he do? He was supposed to put together those questions for the 48 laws of power for the class. So we take Tariq's and he writes, a teacher is sleeping with a student at Stansfield. He think it's him, trying to get him to confess to him about it. Tariq don't know shit about that situation. So we're gonna move around real quick. Now Monet and her crazy ass son Kane are still beefing. He's running around doing stick-ups in the hood. Robbed a damn church with some GTG dudes. One of the guys who was at the church noticed the tattoo, called the cops, and then of course you know what happened. Monet's cop boo saved the day after Kane is arrested and whatnot. And while that's going on, he was supposed to meet Monet to do a drop. Some little nigga named DC Joe. I guess he doesn't respect Monet because she's a woman. He wasn't feeling her tone. Tried to give her $150. They was tussling, whatever. She kicked him. He fell over. Tariq was downstairs because Diana had called him to hold him down because, you know, King was MIA. So, after that, Tariq comes upstairs. Hey, what's going on? Monet backs out on him. Bang, bang, bang. A re-up turned to a fucking murder. So they gotta get rid of the body. And who does it? Tariq and Drew. Why? Because Kane is MIA. I told y'all before. Tariq is finna be the son Monet never had. Real soon. Real soon. Also during the episode, Tariq figured out a way to get Braden's girlfriend out the picture. He had followed her and found out that her uncle is none other than Uncle Nancy Cooper Saxe. Yes, he found that out. He also didn't remember the whole time when Shorty drugged him, went through his phone. Until Braden's older brother said, yeah, I seen you drunk with her. So they still don't know what happened. So he used that to his advantage and told Braden his girl was trying to smash. And he had the brother pretty much corroborate with his story. I don't even know if I pronounced that word right. But also, even with that being said, in court, it got tricky. Because Saxe called him Paz, Angela's sister. Almost flipped it on Tasha. But they held it down. Whew. That was crazy. I don't give too much of the episode away. Some of you guys ain't see it yet, you know. Some of you guys might be listening to this Monday morning. Some of you guys might be listening to this 12 noon and after on YouTube. But I'll let y'all live for now. Also, today the COVID-19 vaccine is going to be shipped all over the United States, and over 100,000 doses will be given to first responders in New York City today. But when it's available to the public, will you be taking it? So, a lot of people have been talking about the 4 patients that may have contracted Bell's palsy, a disease where your face loses muscles and it droops down slightly and whatnot. So pretty much, let me find this here on the website. Out of 20,000 trials, 4 people contracted Bell's palsy. Now, they're still saying they don't know if it's from that, but for me personally, that is 4 too many. Now, a lot of you may be thinking this is not a cure, it's a vaccine. You take it if you don't have COVID to prevent you from getting COVID. I know what you're thinking. The Tuskegee experiment, syphilis, all other shit. Look, I don't plan on taking it, but we're gonna have to see what happens, you know. And I have all of this on the website on TKOMG.net. It's one of the top 4 or 5 things trending on the website right now. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. A lot of first responders are receiving it now, and even Moderna, the other pharmaceutical company that's producing a COVID-19 vaccine, started trials on children last week. Interesting. I mean, look, kids have been catching COVID-19 too. My son had it as well. He's doing a lot better. He had a fever for a couple of days. Thank God he's all right. But me and his mother are not giving him a vaccine. Sorry, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's not our thing, not our thing. But we should see what happens, you know. I mean, the first responders are going to get it first. We'll see how a lot of them react to it, you know. I mean, I remember back when swine flu, a couple of things were out a few years ago, and the flu vaccine came out. A lot of people were catching all types of bad reactions to it. Some people were vomiting, some died, some broke out. I mean, they're going to affect people's bodies differently. But hey, man, this shit crazy. We gonna see who's really thorough about that not taking it. If your job says you have to, I plan on saying, like, look, I'll work from home, like I've been doing. I am not trying to be around all the nasties. Sorry, guys. Also, last week, Meek Mill was in the social media headlines for giving a group of 7 boys $20 for a water. So in Atlanta, there's all these kids running around selling water aggressively. I heard they see Meek Mill drive by, roll his window down, say, "Hey, put your hands in my car." Kids are selling water, gave them $20 for one water, told them to split it. Now, I see nothing wrong with that, but like I always say, not everything is for the gram. You ain't gotta record everything, dog. Why? That's the only thing I have a problem with. I don't see nothing wrong with them giving $20. Because if you're a hustler, you can take that 20, you're gonna buy 3 more cases of water, and you're gonna flip that shit. Because the water in the store is like $1.25, $1.50. You done made a pretty nice profit. You know what I'm saying? And he was calling me cheap and all these cheap and all these types of jokes and whatnot. People seem to forget. Meek does a lot of good in Philadelphia. Coat drives, book bag drives, toy drives, turkeys, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about it. Dude helped free guys out of prison. Last year, him and his boy Michael Rubin, one of the co-owners of the Sixers, they started the Reform group. I'm gonna get into that in a second. Pardon while this thing load up real quick. Yes, in January 2019, he started the Reform Alliance along with Michael Rubin. Also, Van Jones is on the board as well. I believe Robert Kraft and Jay-Z as well. So let's not act like homie don't be doing good. Yes, he does a lot of dumb shit on Twitter sometimes, but don't we all? So from $20, we go from a $2 million scholarship that Meek and Michael Rubin started for inner city kids, at-risk kids in Philadelphia. Now, the scholarship pretty much is going to help kids get computers, laptops, supposed to help at least 1,000 children. From pre-K to high school students from lower households during the 2021 school year. It will cover their tuition at private and parochial schools, I probably pronounced that wrong, and provide access to much needed at-home technology, including laptops, tablets, and Wi-Fi connection. Of course, you know, that's been a big issue in the inner city for a lot of kids and parents. May not be able to afford laptops and tablets so their children can do work. But good thing we do have some celebs who do have a heart and who aren't penny pitching, who are willing to help people. Shout out to Meek and Michael Rubin. Really dope. I mean, look, name a better duo besides Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. I got Michael Rubin and Meek Mill right about now. It's neck and neck. It's neck and neck. You feel me? Also, earlier this week, director Nate Parker released a trailer for his new movie American Skin, which is executive produced by Spike Lee. Now, this shit is right up my alley. All about FTP. All about street justice. So, I'm gonna run this by you guys real quick. Nate Parker's releasing a movie called American Skin. It's supposed to drop next year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You know, every year I plan on watching nothing but black movies revolting on racist white people every year on MLK Day. And I'm glad this movie is coming out because I'll probably watch Birth of a Nation and this back to back. Yes. Now, this movie pretty much is about a former, I believe, I want to get it right, if it's a Marine or Yeah, a Marine veteran named Lincoln. He's with his son, and his son is with his 14-year-old son, and they were pulled over by police, and his son is killed by a white cop who gets off. So Link and his peoples take it upon themselves to tool up, strap up, hit the precinct, shake shit up, shoot shit up, and hold that cop accountable. It's crazy. You can go on the website and check out the trailer. It's up there, and it's dope that he got Spike Executive producing. They pieced it up. They cool now. Look, we're better together. We're stronger together than separated apart. That kind of didn't make no sense the way I worded those 4 words together. All right, cool. I'm gonna do it over. We're stronger together than apart. How about that? Nice. I like that shit. But yeah, man, I can't wait till that fucking movie drops. And before I let go, get that Kid Cudi album, Man on the Moon 3. Beginning to end, fire. Man on the Moon, the first album, that shit got me through a lot of dark times when my mother had passed. I used to play that shit over and over and over and over. This one is a lot smoother to me. I'm not in that dark place anymore. I can actually enjoy this album. You also got Pop Smoke on one of the hooks with whew, fire. Even jump with him and Trippie Redd. Fire. So stream that Kid Cudi shit. I don't get paid for telling y'all that, but that shit is fire. And prayers out to Florida Gator Keontae Johnson. He passed out Saturday during a game against FSU. He's in stable but critical condition. They said he just came down from a crazy dunk, then just passed out. Hopefully he's doing better. It's nothing serious. Get well Zoe Dollars. He's on his way from a strip club. Well, from a club. I don't know what kind of club. His car was shot 5-6 times. He's doing all right. Get well soon, Zoe. And R.I.P. You guys may know him as Debo. I knew him as Zeus. Tiny Lister. R.I.P. That's a dude whose character became a freaking, like, a term. You got deboed. You got your shit taken. You know what I'm saying? It's my bike, punk. R.I.P. dog. R.I.P. man. He had COVID-19 symptoms earlier, and he was battling with it earlier this year. So that could be one of the reasons why he passed away. Maybe it was complications. We don't know. Next week will be my NBA season preview, and then I will go on break until January. We'll get into Paul George sticking up the Clippers for 190 mil also. But yo, I'm about to get out of here. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Oh, Lakers 2-0. We out, bitch.